Hi everyone, so for today's video I'm going to be doing the luxury addict tag. I was tagged by EddaElid, and I really hope I'm saying that right. So thank you so much for the tag, and we'll just get right into it. So the first question is, what was your first designer piece? And mine was this Juicy Couture velour bowler. I bought this back in 2005, back when Juicy Couture was at kind of the height of its popularity. It was still owned by Pam and Gila, and everyone was wearing the tracksuits, and just it was like a big thing back in that time. So I picked this up at Holt Renfrew. I was so over the moon ecstatic when I bought this bag. It was really kind of the one that made me love designer handbags. I carried it exclusively for about a year and a half before I started buying other bags, and yeah, just absolutely loved this one so much. It really takes me back when I look at it, but my kids play with it now in the dress-up trunk. But yes, that was my first designer piece. Question number 2, what do you consider your best investment? And personally, I think that every bag in my collection is my best investment. I can't pick one over the other. I love all my bags. I use all my bags. I don't regret any of them or wish I'd bought something else, you know, so I can't just pick one. I think that my current collection as it stands now, the whole thing is my best investment. So question number 3 is, what criteria do you look for when shopping for a new piece? And for me, it has to work for my life. It can be different colors, different shapes, different sizes, but I need to know that I'm going to be able to use it and it's going to be functional for me, and so that is my number 1 criteria. Question number 4, what has been your stupidest or most regrettable purchase? I don't really have any that I really regret per se. When I was pregnant with my second child is probably when I made the most snafus when it comes to my handbag collection. I don't know, when I'm pregnant I should not be allowed to buy or trade or sell my bags, because that's when I make the most regrettable purchases and sale trade decisions. But the one that really comes to mind, I guess, is when I was pregnant with my second child. I was walking through Holt Renfrew. It was right before Christmas, so they'd started putting stuff on sale. They had just refurbished the sale table and they had tons of stuff on it, and they had a full-size Michael Kors Hamilton there in a beautiful olive green, and it was marked, I think it was marked down to like $280 or something, and I was like, oh my god, I need this bag, I need it. So I picked that bag up. The very next day my morning sickness kicked in and I couldn't look at that bag without like being sick, which honestly, I get so weird with handbags when I'm pregnant. It's really quite stupid, but I couldn't look at that bag. It just made me sick, so I ended up selling it to my sister, and sometimes I borrow it back from her every now and then because I can look at it now without getting sick. But that was probably the worst decision I ever made, was to buy that bag at that point in my life. So question number 5, if you have sold any of your luxury goods, have you ever had seller's regret? And not seller's regret, I've been totally happy with any sale that I have made. I do have one trader's regret. Not trader like, oh, backstabbing trader, but when I was pregnant with my second child, I don't know, I had like this aversion to leather, and I became like even more obsessed with Louis Vuitton. I added, I think, 2 to my collection during that pregnancy because all I wanted to carry and look at was Louis Vuitton. Anyways, I ended up trading one of my Rebecca Minkoffs for a different one, and to this day I still regret that decision. It was a full-size matinee in the glazed almond. Oh, I kick myself every time I think of that, because oh my god, I miss that bag so much. I don't know what I was thinking. Seriously, if I ever get pregnant again, no one should ever let me sell anything from my collection. I can add, because we can always purge that later, but like, don't touch the collection, because I've been trying to find like a matinee since that time to add to my collection again because I miss that bag so much and I haven't been able to, and just, oh, that was such a stupid thing to do. The bag I traded it for was beautiful, and I think I ended up giving it to my sister's friend who loved Rebecca Minkoff and couldn't afford one, so I passed it on to her eventually. But yeah, I miss that friggin' matinee so much. Oh my god. Question number 6. What piece do you think that everyone should have in their collection? And I'm not going to go out and say an SLG. I'm going to say a bag. Doesn't have to be this particular bag, but I honest to God think everyone should own a Longchamp Le Pliage in their collection. Seriously, the greatest bags. It doesn't have to be this size. It can be any print you want, a limited edition, a large, a short handle, whatever you want. A Longchamp Le Pliage is honest to God one of the best pieces that you can buy. You'll be so surprised. I guess not surprised, but you can just use it in so many different situations. It doesn't matter on the weather. Just, oh, I love it. That's what I think everyone should have, is a Longchamp Le Pliage. Question number 7 is, what piece do you think is overhyped? And I don't think there's any one sole piece that's overhyped. I think the hype itself is what's overhyped for certain pieces. Like, I want to word this in a way that doesn't make me sound like a douche, but I hate it when everyone is like, one person talks about something and then everyone needs to buy it and they don't think it through enough or whatever, and then everyone's like, why did I buy this bag? Like, it just, don't. If I could give everyone one piece of advice, it would be like, don't give in to the hype. You can love something and you can think it's beautiful, but you don't have to own everything that you like. That is some advice someone gave me on the Purse Forum once, and I live by that now. You don't have to own everything you like. But yeah, don't give in to, or you can give in to the hype if you love something, but just think on it a little bit. Just make sure it's going to work for you so it doesn't end up being a regret. And the last question is, what is next on your wish list? And aside from finding a Rebecca Minkoff matinee, it is the Longchamp Le Pliage, the iridescent one that has just, I don't know when it came out. I think it's been out for about a month now. I can't find that bloody bag anywhere. It just, oh my god, it's so beautiful. I'm obsessed with that bag. That's the one and only thing that's on my wish list right now, is the Longchamp Le Pliage in the iridescent. I think it might be called Pastel or Pasteo. The exact name, I'm not 100% sure. But it is an iridescent. It has, it's leather with an iridescent like coating over it. It has vachetta colored leather. Like, this piece is all iridescent. Then it has the short handles, and the flap and stuff kind of look like vachetta, but it's not. It's just leather dyed to look that color. And then it has, oh my god, it's so beautiful. I'm so obsessed with that bag. It fulfills everything 90s in my childhood that I loved so much. But yeah, that is the one piece on my wish list right now that, oh god, I would love to be able to get my hands on that, but it is not looking promising. But maybe one day I'll be able to find it pre-loved somewhere. But yeah, hands down, number one. Oh my god, so amazing. Anyways, that is the luxury addict tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm just going to tag a couple people to do this tag because I would love to see what they have to say. So I'm going to tag Frozen Luxury, Nunya, Ivana, and stanleydragonjr. So I would love to see your guys' answers. If you would like to do this tag, just feel free to do it anyways, because it's kind of fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.